the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have... After all the build-up, the pomp and circumstance, it's finally time for Super Bowl 71. We're underway. Shoots away from one. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They'll throw it here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. We're the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Kate, and here's now the key. With that #1 seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. I'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one's complete right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
That's taken at the 15. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Handoff now to Judkins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Judkins on second down. With a second level at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
The Browns first down.
And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, here's Dart. Judkins up. Oh, he lost the football. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
11 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Dart now against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second
To throw. Here's Dart.
at the 16-yard line.
And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Dart's looking to throw. They'll have the first down and even more. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first points of this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
It's Judkins again, and he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawks offense out for another drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you want, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Well, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Man, great call by the defense there. They go to cover 2 for that play, and it's the free safety back there who makes the read and forces that turnover.
And that's who you want playing that cover 2, covering half the field, right? Those strong safeties near the line of scrimmage. A little more depth in playing the run free safeties. This is exactly what they want. They want to play that half, and when that ball is in their vicinity, go and take it away.
Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Back to throw, here's Starks. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
gain of a
Feet and
yard.
eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. And that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw in. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this one does not go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
The 2nd down.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
89. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, cut for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Dart. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hand off to the up back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
To gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Finds a man right side. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard
From
line.
the gun, here's Dart. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Judkins out the middle. And a nice little run there. Gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he He's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. And the Browns
From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Again, here's Judkins. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
At the 7-yard line.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns get 6 more on their early advantage. Goal line formation to give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo O'Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Browns drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He fields it from the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. He found some space. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. A lot of Super Bowl left for us as we've reached the end of 1. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Second quarterback run here. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did the homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns are going to have it after he records the 70th interception of what has been an incredible career.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's start now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down, Browns.
Here goes Dart to the air. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion. Dart going to throw again. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
Browns 21, Seahawks 3. Cam Little
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. They'll run here on first down. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, play action. 5-2 over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
89. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
That pass, they did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
From the gun on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They've got first down here from the 36.
First down, Cleveland.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Running right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Here's Judkins on first down. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
42-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
Another one for Judkins. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Dart now against the blitz. Short pass brought in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down. Dart setting in the throw here. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Give now to the running back. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. Judkins. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 3-possession game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Little Tex on the extra points. And the Browns grow the lead now to 22 points.
Seahawks 6. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's the handoff. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
For big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
At the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing it on second down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Hand off to the back. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tight end in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. They're throwing it. Dump off, caught by his back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Simply put, Kate, I mean, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on second down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
A gain of 13 yards. Brings up
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try to throw for it. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. He'll throw from his end zone. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Dart. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Things a little better for him after that last play. New set of downs from their 14. On 1st down, here's Dart. Has it downfield working the left. The 30. Gets the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns continue dominating in our opening half. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 6. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. First play is a design run. That one socked right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. 2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Fourth down, pass coming. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and it looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Motion.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Complete.
2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now
They kick the running back in motion.
4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Making touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And even worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks trail by 22 now.
Seahawks 13.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Browns taking the field with barely any time left in this opening half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. Throwing on 1st down. It starts. Finds the in route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running the draw here with Judkins. Didn't saw the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dart setting in the throw here. Looking right, and he finds him. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes their offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Get behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here's start now. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Number 17.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play.
To throw. Here's Dart. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. Browns are lining up to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Here goes Dart to the air. Caught by his running back, Jenkins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, here's Dart. Next in on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Dart's back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Cleveland.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now Dart. Buddy Judkins on the drop down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 33-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now, hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long for him here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now Judkins. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Darts looking to throw. Brought in. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 4th and short. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Keeps it on the sneak. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Judkins headed right. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuck in the run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns piling onto the scoreboard yet again.
Hey, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
45, Seahawks 13.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
No. Hey, what's that?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds a man right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they send their back in motion right. Back to the air they go on 2nd down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They send the tight end in motion. Handoff now out of the gun. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Throwing on seconds. Got for big yards on the right side. And they are set excellently. This is down to the 18. Gain of 26 yards there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
At the 18-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
89. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that's only a small chip off of what's still a 29-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete out to the right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 32.
Judkins out the middle. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line to gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll run here on 1st down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He has it at the 33. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own.
The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On first down, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Number 82.
Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 31-yard line.
Judkins running between the tackles. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Another game to Judkins. And he's down to almost, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cleveland.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Now Dart's going to the air. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play. Short pass caught by his tight end. We got the football caught, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. Fourth down. The finish line is inside, everyone. Only 1 quarter left before we have a champion. The Browns have the ball and a chance to claim the team's long-awaited first title. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go, Judkins. That'll be the first and more. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns continue piling it on here in the fourth.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What would you call this, other than simply splendid?
Honest Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead.
52. Seahawks 16.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks offense running out now. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First and 10, looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. At this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. The running back gets it on the draw. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
yards. And it's third down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the give, here's Judkins. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This. He gets another one. Keep beating that fullback, baby. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Here's start now. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead.
Seahawks 16.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So Mike McDonald's getting his Seahawk offense out for another drive. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running back sent in motion left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Picked up a good chunk, but they stop him shy of the 1st. It's 4th and short. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. With touchdowns on their last. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. On 1st down, they'll run. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Here starts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Dart now against the blitz. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Is that QB and tight ends? They got that ball out in a hurry.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Go right side, caught by Fanning. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down.
Looking inside the red zone. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Hits his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Here goes Dart to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
A 24-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
62.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Looking in the air here. That's completed right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Jump off caught by his back. Which is a gain of 3 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
For a Seahawks first down. First and goal at the 9-yard
In the red zone now. He's got it. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take 7 points off the deficit.
Seahawks 23.
Kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock, so high hopes again for this upcoming series. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Darts looking to throw. It is cut left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
Handoff on second and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Not trying to do too much there. Short yardage situation. Just make sure you get to the marker and reset those chains.
The 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Browns authoring a blowout here. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, here's Dart. Still going inside the 35. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns throwing 6 more on the blowout.
Some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
69. Seahawks 23.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Cut out left. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing on seconds. Short pass Bryant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Running back motions right.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They are throwing it again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. He's got a man left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
To number 89. 10 yards on the pick.
And the dog pound can start howling. How about this? The Cleveland Browns are Super Bowl champions. This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some of the greatest. The Packers winning the first 2, the Steelers of the 70s going back-to-back twice. In more recent days, the Patriots of the early 2000s and the Chiefs a couple decades later, they're remembered among the all-time greats. And with this win, well, these guys have officially joined them.
So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewer here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.